is coming soon, and
It's
Friday,
really hard to imagine
the 13th.
how the moon,
And we've got this countdown
just
coming
a few days ago
for
was
a
sitting
total
at half,
lunar eclipse
and now it's almost
of
a
the
whole.
moon and something.
It
I
might
forget
be
to
normal,
see. I forget to.
and maybe we just aren't
look
paying
at
attention to
what
it
is
because
getting
we don't
ready
really
to
half the
eclipse
time get
the
to see the
moon. Some people
moon
think it's a planet.
well
They
as
really do. They
we
think there's a
think.
gigantic planet that's literally, or maybe a ship that's going to be eclipsing, and it's not really whatever they say it is. Is that true? In the world that we live in, anything's possible. It really is. But I do know that it's like Friday the 13th, and it's not supposed to be a good day for some people. But for other people, it's okay. It's a good day. Some people have birthdays on Friday the 13th, and they have a good day. Yeah, so I took some footage of the moon last night even before I did my live video, because I wanted to document how that moon could get from half into what it is now. How's it going to get full by the eclipse that's coming? So let me show you the picture of it. Well, we've seen it. You all look at this. So we got this. Look at this. Friday the 13th. Look how when I took my screenshot. 2 days, 13 hours, and 33 minutes and 17 seconds. That was my screenshot time. This is really weird too. If you look at this, let me put this back to me. If you look at this,
the total lunar eclipse
and thank you for tuning in. You all, thank you for tuning in.
It's really hard to imagine.
I know it's early. Good morning.
How the moon?
Yeah, it's early, but that's okay. I thought I'm going to get on here.
Was sitting
I'm going to kick those algorithms into motion. That's what I'm going to do. They're going to get this algorithms going to get this moon on the Friday the 13th.
We just aren't paying attention to it because we
so
don't
yeah,
really
look,
have the time
and this
to
adds
see
to
the
it too. You all,
moon
let me see if I can get this
as
to
well
me.
as we
I know I said that
think.
before, but look at that, the screenshot. I'm going to show you the, well, I got to bring it up, Gina, honey. You got to bring up the screenshot for them to see the screenshot that you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I'm going to, how can I do that? Am I able to do that, you all? Let's see. Well, I can take a screenshot of my screenshot, you all. That's what I want to do. I'm going to take a screenshot of my screenshot so you can see. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this up. A screenshot of my screenshot. This is my thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. I know it's not very pleasant looking. 13113. This was my screenshot, and I know it's blown out of proportion, but yeah, that's my screenshot for the thumbnail right here. You are thinking, wow. So yeah, we got some numbers going on. We do. We got numbers going on. If you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in.
Soon, and
yeah, so
it's
this
really
was
hard
the footage.
to imagine.
So I think it's really neat. I like to watch the moon, and you may like to watch the moon too.
A few days
as it
ago
rises. I'm gonna come over here to
half,
this YouTube channel,
and now it's almost a whole.
See your all's comments, because even though it's
it
early,
might
that's
be
okay.
normal.
It is.
And
right,
maybe
I can
we
still
just
get
aren't
on.
paying
See,
attention
Gina,
to it because we
can
don't
still
really
get on
have
here
the
and we
time to
can,
get to see the moon.
See this
as well
video. Hello
as
there,
we
Apple
think.
Brooks. Hello everyone. We're gonna look at this moon, the total eclipse. This is from last night's footage, so we can watch it come on here as the moon was rising in the sky. And I did turn the I turned the sound off because where I'm at, it was not as peaceful as it was in the mountains. So it had more than birds in it, but that's okay. We still were able to get the footage of the moon. Why are you hearing two voices? I have no idea why you're hearing two voices. I shouldn't be echoing. Should I be? Am I echoing, you all? It was bright. Oh, it's okay. That's great, you all. Let's look at this moon, because it is like a countdown that they've got. I would like to know why you all were hearing two voices. That's strange. That really is strange. They're playing with the sound. That's what they're doing. Yeah. It was talking about the moon? Oh, wow. I think I know what happened. I do know what happened, you all. It was the video right here, when I put it in the HD movie maker, I was going to do a voice narration. That's what it was. And I did not erase it before I put it on here on this OBS Studio. You won't hear it again because I think I pulled it out of there. Yeah, so total lunar eclipse. The moon is going to be eclipsing. Yeah, it was my voice. Go conspiracy. Yeah, that was my voice. Yeah. That's okay. At least you all figured it out, and I'm glad you brought it to my attention. So, you know, last night when I filmed the moon, it did have a clear space in the sky, but you know, the chalkboard effect where they make it all smeary, it was coming in from both sides to cloud the view of this moon. So I really only had like a little window of opportunity to get a good clear footage at that moment. Yeah, it's the other video, so it doesn't make for a good video right here. Some people may think, what is going on with you, Gina? You doing some time traveling? No, I'm not doing no time traveling at this moment in time. I hope I'm not. Yeah, so that's okay. Did you see that fly past that moon? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Go gossip. That's okay. I try to figure out people's YouTube channel names or their names, and it's that's okay. Beverly, honey, I am not surprised at all. I'm not. I'm too dangerous of a woman. I am. Too much dangerous information about this moon coming out. They don't know what's going to come out of me. That's why they got to watch me carefully, because I'm too spontaneous. Okay. Too spontaneous. Yeah, look at that moon. Regardless of whether it's a real moon or not, it's up there in the sky, whether it's a hologram or whether it's a big old massive thing that's floating up there. It's up there in the sky, and we consider it our moon. Could even be a living being. If it's not a living being, then yeah. Good morning. You all, Gossip a Conspiracy said she just happened to catch it, so make sure you press all under the notifications, though. Yeah, because the notifications don't. Okay, this is where you should be hearing an extra voice, so you tell me if you are, because that's where I was talking in the original part of it. Yeah, a ship, a big Dyson sphere with great big levels on the inside of it. Good morning, everyone, if you're tuning in. I want to get in here and wake up the algorithms, okay, because if I don't have activity on here, the algorithms like to go to sleep across the analytic tools to where they have maybe, I don't know, 190 people in a hour on this YouTube channel with all the videos. That's all they have. 190 people maybe viewing a video in 1 hour's time out of 120,000 people. So yeah, I'd say the algorithm is a little asleep on my channel. It's taking a nap. I gotta wake it up. That's right. Yeah. Somebody got to go back to bed. Oh, okay. You don't have to go back to bed, but this is the moon footage from last night, and they got a countdown going on. We're gonna look at the countdown. Oh, Jay Jocelyn, honey, that's so nice of you to listen as we're driving to work. Lord, look at this, you all. They got a total lunar eclipse takes place when the Earth comes. Are we over here on this channel, you all? We are. What is a total lunar eclipse? A total lunar eclipse takes place when the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, and its shadow covers the moon. The eclipse watchers can see the moon turn red when the eclipse reaches totality. Totality, that's a great big word. Totality is not really, but it has a huge implication on with the word is so let's look at this. So this is So the moon, the earth will cast its shadow on the moon. But what if it's not the earth? What if it's something else? Some people think it's a planet. A planet is passing by, or a great big massive ship, and that's what's causing the shadow. Yeah, it could be. You never know. It's 10:10 in, Australia. Lovely, clear night for a change. Joe Butler, honey. That's so wonderful that you got a clear night. It really is. So look at the countdown they got going on. So the next total lunar eclipse. Do I got that over there? 2 days, 13 hours, 18 minutes, and 25 seconds at the time of this reading. So it's neat that they do have a a countdown for the total lunar eclipse. It's neat that they have the little visuals for us to look at. Oh, you all, let's look at the... No, that's an ad. Should I click into the ad? I don't know where it's going to go if I click into it. I really don't. Okay, I can click into it. It's safe. So this is what a, let's see what they look like. This is what a total lunar oh, got to push the play button, you all. We got to push it. Let's make it big, you all. Ooh. The Earth's umbra. Oh, wow, you all. We get to see it. Oh, and it turns red. Oh, they got a nice little filter going on, you all. What if it turns red because it got a big red planet there? It could have, you all. This is a neat visual. A magnitude, I guess, in luminosity of the moon's brightness. The Earth's umbra. Yeah, that is. Oh, wow. Let's see how big that magnitude. Well, it's not too bright. I never really knew, you may not have never really knew either what they really meant by all of this. Going into the negative. I'd like to see it again. So the moon's going to be that full come the 15th or 16th. How can it be that full? Let's see it one more time, please. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, Applebrooks, honey, you are on it tonight or this morning. You got rid of that weirdo. That's so wonderful of you. Yes, that's right. He called us a weirdo. So we got rid of him because you are what you say. So, yeah, that's okay, you all. He didn't want to look at the moon. Yeah. Oh, somebody got a birthday? Yeah. Somebody's got a birthday. Donna Sandoval, happy birthday to you. You're so very welcome. That's right. Okay, I think we've seen it enough. We've seen that eclipse enough. You can see that May 16th. Well, I guess it actually starts toward the partial eclipse. Okay, you all would have been better if you could see this. So that was the partial eclipse. Okay. So we weren't seeing the name down here. The full eclipse starts on the 16th. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you all. We got to go back because I think they got some clues in here. They do. They got some clues in here. So let's do this. Make this moon, the curvature of the shadow. We got to read the things down here at the bottom right here. So right here, 10 times the speed. So they got little things that we can read down here. Let's read it. So the penumbral eclipse starts 1:33 a.m. Okay, that's what it says. 1:33 a.m. on May the 16th. Okay, so let's look. The Earth's umbra starts. I'm waiting for the next one. Oh, the Earth's penumbra.
I'm trying to see the words. Is it because I'm dragging it? It's not going to show it. Yes, Gina, you gotta, I have to let it do its own thing, you all. Okay. So that's at 1:32 a.m. The penumbra starts. Partial eclipse at 2:28 a.m. on the 16th. Full eclipse starts at 3:29 a.m. on the 16th. Maximum eclipse at 4:11 a.m. on the 16th. Full eclipse ends on the 4:54 a.m. on the 16th. Partial eclipse ends at 5:55 a.m. with a wonderful number to end on the 16th. And the penumbral eclipse ends at 6:51 a.m. So, partial eclipse starts. Let's see how when's it? 1:32. So all this starts at 1:32 a.m. And then I think it's done by around 5:55 or 6 something. The red moon. I don't want to go out. I heard there's a bad energy if you go out. There's a full eclipse at 3:29 a.m. of this moon. It's rotating. The moon looks like it's rotating. Well, it does rotate in the sky. So this looks like you won't be able to see it in the morning if it's covered up, right? So it all ends at 6:51 a.m. tomorrow. It all ends at 6:50. Let me put this back in front of me. 6:51 a.m. tomorrow. So I guess it goes from 1 something in the morning or 2 something. It lasts a long time, you all. That's a long time if you were sitting outside trying to see the moon for that long of a time, that'd be really tiresome. It really would. Good morning in the chemtrail sky. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, Jacqueline M. You know what I saw on the, I did some recording of the ISS yesterday. It was in the evening. I think this is as it was going over Australia. And I can show footage on here later today since I recorded the footage. You could see the lines of the chemtrails all in the sky underneath certain parts of the cloud cover. I thought, that is so weird. I've not seen that before. It's perfectly thin lines going across the sky in Australia. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, they're coming from all over the place, and really I think they have a multi-purpose effect. I really think they do. And it's not too nice, but that's all right. We can't do nothing about it. We really can't. Yes, 5:55 is very significant. Wait, let me read you Avonda Berriman. Jesus talks to us with numbers, and 5:55 is a sign of grace. Okay. Decoded many movies saying the dragon will arrive at 5:55 a.m. The dragon, that great dragon, the ancient serpent, that great dragon, the devil, who leads the whole world astray, was cast down to the earth. But isn't he already on the earth? Really? There's some kind of evil on the earth, and if you have giants that were eating, they were cannibals, carnivorous giants from thousands upon thousands of years ago, eating meat, that wasn't too nice to do to the humans. Okay, it really wasn't. Being big, gigantic. I read somewhere in the comment that Roger on the mud fossil, and by the way, I've talked to Roger. He's a cool guy. He gets shadow banned too because of his information that he's got. He said, I think he said they were like what did I read, around 160 feet or something like that. I remember watching a video part one time. He found a great big thumb in a big rock. Yeah, so you know who. Okay, now you want to talk about giants on the Friday the 13th? Let me make myself a tad bit bigger. I'm going to talk about, because you just now made something come back into my mind. Okay. The angel is so big in the book of Revelation. He puts one foot on the land and the other foot on the sea. That's how big the giant is. And or God, the earth is his footstool. That's a great big giant, okay, really, in terms of giants. So that'd be bigger than any 240 feet or anything like that. If you have a giant so big, the angel, he put one foot on the land and the other foot on the sea. Okay, that's massive. Okay, that is massive. Yes, you are. That's what I'm talking about. The giant. Well, it said the angel, not the giant. The angel, which is talking about giant angel, put one foot on land and the other on sea. Is that, you want to talk about big? That's big. Yeah, so let's see this, you all. This is, oh, I thought it didn't want to do it. Look. Let me see. The angel and the small scroll. When the seven thunders had spoken. And by the way, you know, when we was reading some of that book of, I guess it was Enoch, or the forbidden books of the Bible, the thunders did have a voice in, like, the book of Enoch and stuff. The thunders spoke and the lightning spoke and the luminaries and stuff. They all had a place, but the thunders could speak. So look, when the seven thunders had spoken, I was about to put it in writing, but I heard a voice from heaven saying, seal up what the seven thunders have said and do not write it down. So this is a giant. Then the angel I had seen standing on the sea and on the land lifted up his right hand to heaven. And he swore by him who lives forever and ever and created heaven and everything in it and the earth, and said, there will be no more delay. So yeah, that is a giant. Okay, that is a massive giant. When you have an angel that big, and you have like Jacob, he wrestled with an angel all night, and he wanted, because he wanted his blessing or something. He wrestled with an angel. So if he wrestled, how big was Jacob? Really? I know this is about the moon, but somebody mentioned something about giants. So if Jacob wrestled with an angel, was the angel the same size as Jacob? Because there are angels. What if they can increase their size? Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Or isn't there movies where you have giants? Well, you had the gods, like Poseidon or something. I thought I read somewhere where Poseidon could literally shrink down into a little bitty bird if he wanted to. A teeny tiny bird. So I guess they can change their shape too, you all. Yes. So I am going to go. We got off on the giants, but that's okay. We could say it. We could, because we did. The countdown is on if you're just tuning, and I do apologize. I do skip around at times. I do. But they got a total lunar eclipse, and this is, we get to watch this again. I've been documenting the moon. So we can just look at this one last time if you're just tuning in. On May the 16th, when it starts, you can see it. And some people speculate that it's not the Earth coming in front of the moon. It's the passage of a great big massive planet that's going to be doing that. Apple Brooks, honey, you so welcome. Yes, and Jay Jocelyn. Yes, prayers are wonderful. Positive thoughts are wonderful for everybody. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like. And it's good they got this visual for us to see, because I really didn't know what they were talking about. But we can see what they're talking about. And I don't know why they say penumbra. It sounds Spanish. Umbra. It does. So let's see. So that's great, you all. That's great. We got this moon happening. And they got the countdown going. And you can see right now, this is the countdown page. You all, let me put this here. Can we put this on here for you all to see? We can. But you can go to this timestamp right here. Not timestamp. You can go to this little visual. Can you all see that down there? I dropped the link to that page, this page right here. So you can come here and you can keep track, if you want to keep track of the countdown. The total lunar eclipse on May the 16th, it starts at 1:32:05, which is good. I'm thankful they got it. So it'll be visible from across North and South America, plus parts of Europe and Africa. So that's really great, you all. It really is great. So let me put this back here. I am going to go. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's early and I jumped around a little bit. We talked about a little bit of giants and then the angel who had a big foot. His foot was so big he put it on the sea and the land, who was had the scroll in his hand. Yes, and he told the seven thunders. Yeah. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you all later. We got to keep kicking these algorithms, keeping them in motion, because they want to take a nap on my channel, and I think they like to take a nap on other people's channels. The algorithm does. They don't allow the traffic. It's like they shut the floodgates. Boom. They hold back the water. They hold back the people. Okay, yeah, so we got to wake them up. Tell them, okay, could you please open up those floodgates just a little bit? Because we'd like to have some of the water coming through here. Yes. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Love you and your day.